All right. Shalawam. This is Done Allah. And first off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, by SHAM, YAHAWASHI, by SHAM Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity. I'm going to try to make this a quick lesson, but I'm going to title this lesson, The Mark of the Beast is a physical mark. It is a physical mark that's actually going to be in your right hand or in your forehead or whatever part of your body. Okay, it's an actual physical mark. It's not spiritual. It's not Christianity, right? It's an actual mark. It's a physical object that's going to be placed into your body. All right, we're going to get that. This is get right to the scriptures here. This is Revelations 13 and 16. No, Salaki. Yeah, 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? And this he that's being talked about is Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and the elites, more importantly, who are trying to chip everybody on the planet, right? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right, in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So here we got the Strong's Greek. So we're going to check out that word mark. And the word there is charagma, right? So the word charagma is a stamp, an imprinted mark, right? A mark, stamp on the forehead and the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Right here, definition 2, it says thing carved, right? As in, when if you take, something that's physically carved into your body, right? Right, and here let's get the origin of that word, right? The origin of that word is karax, right? It's it says here a pale or stake, palisade, right? So the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Okay. So here, let's read on a little more. We're gonna go into some more definitions here. Verse 17, Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? Meaning that without this RFID technology, you're not going to be able to buy anything. You're not going to be able to buy food. You're not going to be able to buy clothes, right? You're not going to be able to get paid, because they're going to implement these chips at all these different jobs and corporations. If you work for them, unless you have the chip, you're not going to be able to get paid, right? So as we look there, we got charagma, which is something imprinted, something carved, right? Which is going to be physically in your body, right? Implanted into your body, right? And we got that word, we went into the word karax, which is a stake or palisade, right? So here we can get the word stake, right? So a stake, right, is here's the synonyms for the word stake. You have a pale, paling, picket, Like to have a palisade fence is like to have a picket fence, right? It's another way of saying a picket fence. A post, right? A rod, a spike, a stave, stick, right? So when you actually look at that, let's see if we can find an image. When you actually look at that, the RFID Salaki. I meant to go to this other definition I have up here, right? So steak, we got pale, right? And that reminds me of the word, to impale, right? Impale. It says definition 2A, definition 2A. It says to pierce with, or as if with something pointed, right? So to impale, right? To impale, M as in inside, and then pale as in a stake, right? Or some sharp instrument, right? Or some sharp instrument. So this is a verb. So this is the act of actually sticking you with something, right? So, and here we can get that. We can get that. Oh man, I think it just got rid of the image. We can actually even get the, So we can actually get the image of the instrument that they use to actually impale you with this mark, as we just read. And Lord willing, this is making sense. I'm making sense, and this is edifying. Let's see here. Microchip. Implant. See if we can find a good image here. Right, as you can see, this is the microchip, right? The RFID microchip. Here, let me even go back to that definition. Right, one of the definitions of a stake, is a pail or a rod, right? A rod. So if you go in, these microchips, they look like little rods, right? The size of how you say that, the size of a grain of rice. They're like tiny little rods that they're gonna stick into your skin, right? That's the mark of the beast. Let me see here, right? And this, as you can see here, they got the chips right there. These are the instruments that they use, right? This is a sharp instrument that they use to stick inside of your skin, right? And it's like a hollow. It's like a stake. That's actually what it is. It's a stake. It's a hollow stake, right? Where they stick the chip inside of there, right? The microchip, and then they actually stick this inside of your skin, right? And as we just saw right there, that word impale, right? To pierce, right? Because when they put it in, they pierce your skin, right? And it's the instrument also allows, once they pierce your skin, they inject that chip underneath your skin, and then they pull it out, right? But they pierce your skin, so they impale you, right? Right? And when you go back to that word karax, The word there is pale or stake, right? So they stick you with this instrument, which is like a stake, right? So it's a physical mark. They physically put it inside of you, right? And I'm gonna get a video. I'm gonna show a video of that, a brief little footage of that. It says with to pierce with, or as if with something pointed, right? Something pointed, impaling, right? And as you could see, just to get on that again, as you can see down here, this instrument is pointed, right? So that it can pierce your skin, pierce through your skin, right? So this is a physical mark, right? And with this RFID chip, it's already being implemented now. People can buy it. They're opening doors with it. That's some of the extra stuff you could do with it. They're opening doors with it. They got their bank account on there because really you don't really need cash in order to pay for things. You got digital cash. That's why they got Bitcoin. That's why you got PayPal, right? They got Cash App, right? So things are, the money is starting to become digital now, so they can push this RFID chip, the mark of the beast, right? So that's that. And here I'm gonna show a brief little excerpt from RT News, right? This is just a recent news report, but really I'm just using it to show you what's actually happening and how they actually impale or pierce this one of these Edomites with a sharp instrument, right? Stupid articles, man. Salakia.
If you're differently able, if you're perhaps unable to open a door without help,
so as you can see right there, he stuck that instrument inside of his skin, right? He impaled him, right? He put the pail inside of him, right? Going back to that word karax, right? And thus, but thus by doing this also, he carves out his skin in order to he carves out a pocket in his skin, so to speak, in order to get what's the word I'm looking for? In order to inject that RFID chip into the pocket of that skin, right? Going back to the word karagma, right? So that
access to your home. If you go to the hospital, they will have all your medical records right there. And then, of course, you have the issue of lost pets. Over the past few years, we've seen these heartwarming stories of owners being reunited with their dogs. This flooded the internet. Even Ohio State University said that dogs with chips.
But that was a point there. Here, I'll play it again.
Of course, you have the issue of lost pets. A door with in your bodies. Look, with all technology, you have good and bad sides, right? So there's definitely potential for some good. If you're differently able, if you're perhaps unable to open a door without help, then this will allow you to gain access to your home. If you go to the hospital, they will have all your medical records right there. And then, of course, you have the issue of lost pets. Over the past few years, we've seen these heartwarming stories of owners being reunited with their dogs. This flooded the internet.
So yeah. And as you could hear also, she was talking about all the other benefits, so that the other benefits that they're gonna try to push in order to get you to take that chip, right? But here's what's gonna happen if you do take that chip, right? Because that's the mark of the beast, and it's extremely important that that if you believe in this thing, you believe that this is the truth, that it's extremely important that you pray to the Most High, Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashi, that He doesn't put that spirit on you, and that won't be your lot to to take that chip, right? Because if you take that chip, you're done. You're done for. You're gonna be missile food, so to speak, right? This is Revelations 14 and 9. Okay, it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark," going back to charagma, okay, "and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," right? And as you can see in that video, they were sticking that RFID microchip into his hand, right, physically, right, because it is a physical mark, right? It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation," right? "And he shall be tormented with fire," right, those nuclear missiles, "and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb," right? So if you take that chip, you're gonna be tormented with the fire from those nuclear missiles, right? And it's not gonna be good for you, right? Just point blank, it's not gonna be good for you. So yeah, that was just wanted to do a quick video, displaying and showing and proving through the words and the scripts that this is an actual, the mark of the beast is a actual physical, it is a physical mark, which is why it says in his forehead and in his hand, that's not spiritual, and you go into the word mark, goes back to the word charagma, something imprinted or something graven, right? Or carved out. And then you go back to the word karax, pale or stake, which, if you impale something, you stick it with a sharp instrument. And as you can see in that video, that's the instrument that they use to impale, the people who are taking these chips, which, everybody who took those chips, they're gonna eat a missile, right? They're gonna be caught up in, in that fire, right? So yeah, just a quick lesson. Once again, all praises to the Most High Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.